The web dev scene is always lit, with new tools and tech dropping faster than your favorite TikTok trends. In this ever-changing landscape, Tailwind CSS has become the GOAT, winning over devs with its dope utility-first approach. Say goodbye to the days of wrestling with messy CSS frameworks and fighting those annoying specificity wars. Tailwind CSS is here to save the day, bringing a new era of web dev that's all about speed, flexibility, and keeping your sanity intact. Imagine a world where you don't have to spend hours crafting complex CSS rules or digging through endless lines of code to find that one annoying style. That's the promise of Tailwind CSS, a framework that lets you build stunning, responsive websites with ease. With Tailwind, you can say peace out to the headaches of traditional CSS and embrace a more intuitive and efficient way of styling your web projects. But what exactly is utility-first CSS, and how does it differ from the traditional CSS frameworks you might know? In the next section, we'll dive into the core principles of utility-first CSS and explore the benefits it brings to the table. Get ready to level up your web dev game and unlock a whole new level of efficiency and creativity. At its core, utility-first CSS is a paradigm shift in the way we think about and write CSS. It challenges the traditional approach of writing custom styles for each element and instead offers a more modular and efficient way to style your web pages. Instead of creating custom CSS classes for every element on your page, Tailwind CSS provides you with a comprehensive set of predefined utility classes that you can directly apply to your HTML elements. This means you can quickly and easily style your elements without having to write a single line of custom CSS. These utility classes are essentially small, single-purpose CSS rules that control a specific style property, such as padding, margin, font size, color, and more. Each utility class is designed to do one thing and do it well, making it easy to understand and use. Think of utility classes as building blocks. Just like how you can use building blocks to create complex structures, you can use utility classes to create complex designs. Each block represents a specific style, and you can combine these blocks in countless ways to create any design you can imagine. Each block represents a specific style, and you can combine these blocks in countless ways to create any design you can imagine. This modular approach not only makes your code more organized, but also more scalable and easier to maintain. For instance, instead of creating a custom class like .btn primary with multiple style declarations, you can use Tailwind's utility classes to achieve the same result with ease. You might use classes like .bg blue 500, .text white, and .pi2 to style a button, making your code more readable and easier to manage. This approach might seem verbose at first glance, but it offers unparalleled flexibility and maintainability in the long run. By breaking down styles into smaller, reusable pieces, you can easily make changes and updates without having to rewrite large sections of your CSS. This approach might seem verbose at first glance, but it offers unparalleled flexibility and maintainability in the long run. By breaking down styles into smaller, reusable pieces, you can easily make changes and updates without having to rewrite large sections of your CSS. The beauty of utility-first CSS lies in its simplicity and reusability. By using a predefined set of utility classes, you eliminate the need to write custom CSS for every element, resulting in a significantly smaller and more maintainable code base. This not only saves time, but also reduces the likelihood of errors and inconsistencies in your styles. By using a predefined set of utility classes, you eliminate the need to write custom CSS for every element, resulting in a significantly smaller and more maintainable code base. This streamlined approach allows you to focus more on the design and functionality of your website rather than getting bogged down in the details of writing CSS. This approach also promotes consistency across your project, as you'll be using the same set of utility classes throughout. Consistency is key in web design, and using utility classes ensures that your styles are uniform and predictable, making your website look more professional and polished. As you become more familiar with Tailwind's utility classes, you'll find yourself writing less CSS and building websites faster than ever before. The more you use these utility classes, the more intuitive they become, allowing you to work more efficiently and effectively. In conclusion, utility-first CSS with Tailwind offers a revolutionary way to approach web design. It simplifies the process, promotes consistency, and enhances maintainability, making it an invaluable tool for modern web developers. Traditional CSS frameworks such as Bootstrap and Foundation have long been the go-to solution for many developers seeking to streamline their web development workflow. These frameworks provide a pre-built set of CSS classes and JavaScript components that can be readily incorporated into your projects, offering a quick and easy way to create visually appealing and responsive websites. However, traditional frameworks often come with their own set of limitations. One of the main drawbacks of traditional frameworks is their opinionated nature. They often dictate a specific design aesthetic, which can make it challenging to achieve a truly unique look and feel for your website. Moreover, these frameworks can be quite bulky, adding unnecessary bloat to your project if you only need a small subset of their features. Customizing the default styles of traditional frameworks can also be a cumbersome process, often requiring you to override their CSS rules with your own. Tailwind CSS, on the other hand, takes a fundamentally different approach. It doesn't impose any design aesthetic or pre-built components. Instead, it provides you with a set of low-level utility classes that you can use as the building blocks for your own custom designs. This utility-first approach empowers you with complete creative control over your projects, allowing you to build truly unique and bespoke websites that perfectly align with your vision. Setting up Tailwind. CSS, your first steps into a new world. Welcome to the exciting journey of mastering Tailwind CSS, a utility-first CSS framework that is revolutionizing the way we style our web projects. Embarking on your Tailwind CSS journey is surprisingly straightforward. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just starting out, Tailwind CSS offers a streamlined approach to styling that can save you time and effort. Unlike traditional CSS frameworks that often require you to download and include bulky CSS files in your project, which can slow down your website and make it harder to manage, Tailwind CSS leverages the power of modern build tools like NPM or Yarn to seamlessly integrate with your workflow. This means you can easily install and update Tailwind CSS as part of your project's dependencies. This approach ensures that you only ship the CSS your project actually uses, eliminating unnecessary code and reducing the overall file size, resulting in a significantly smaller and more performant website. Faster load times can lead to better user experiences and improved SEO rankings. To get started with Tailwind CSS, you'll need to set up your development environment. This involves installing Tailwind CSS as a dependency in your project. You can do this using your preferred package manager such as NPM or Yarn. Once installed, Tailwind CSS can be configured to suit your project's specific needs. You can configure Tailwind to generate a custom CSS file that includes only the utility classes used in your project. This customization is key to keeping your CSS lean and efficient. This configuration is typically done in a dedicated Tailwind configuration file, which allows you to define various settings and options. You can customize various aspects of Tailwind's behavior, such as the colors, fonts, and breakpoints used in your project. This flexibility ensures that Tailwind CSS can adapt to any design system or branding guidelines. With Tailwind CSS configured, you can now start using its utility classes in your HTML markup. These utility classes are designed to be highly composable, allowing you to build complex designs with simple, reusable code. Simply add the desired utility classes as attributes to your HTML elements, and Tailwind will take care of generating the corresponding CSS styles. This approach can drastically reduce the amount of custom CSS you need to write, and Tailwind will take care of generating the corresponding CSS styles. This means you can focus more on designing and less on writing CSS. For instance, to create a button with a blue background, white text, and rounded corners, you would use the following HTML button. This simple yet powerful syntax makes it easy to apply consistent styles across your project. As you add more utility classes to your project, Tailwind's built-in purging mechanism ensures that only the used classes are included in the final CSS output. Tailwind's built-in purging mechanism ensures that only the used classes are included in the final CSS output, keeping your website lean and performant. This is especially useful for large projects where unused CSS can quickly accumulate. Keeping your website lean and performant. By using Tailwind CSS, you can ensure that your website remains fast and efficient, providing a better experience for your users and making your development process more enjoyable. Tailwind and React. A match made in developer heaven. Tailwind CSS and React, two of the most popular and beloved tools in the web development ecosystem, complement each other beautifully, creating a synergy that empowers developers to build dynamic and visually appealing user interfaces with unparalleled ease. These tools have revolutionized the way we approach front-end development, making it more efficient and enjoyable. React's component-based architecture aligns perfectly with Tailwind's utility-first approach, allowing you to create reusable and maintainable UI components that can be easily styled and customized using Tailwind's extensive set of utility classes. This combination not only speeds up the development process, but also ensures that your code remains clean and organized. When using Tailwind CSS in a React project, you can leverage the power of JSX, React's syntax extension, to seamlessly integrate Tailwind's utility classes into your component's markup. This integration is smooth and intuitive, making it easier for developers to adopt and implement. This integration allows you to style your React components directly within your JSX code, making your code base more concise and easier to read. By keeping your styles close to your components, you can quickly see how changes in your code affect the UI, leading to a more efficient development workflow. For instance, you can create a reusable button component in React and style it using Tailwind's utility classes as follows. ESX. This method not only saves time, but also ensures consistency across your application. Function button. Children, variant, BAM. Or return. OCOM, children. This approach not only keeps your styling logic centralized within your component, but also makes it incredibly easy to create variations of your components by simply passing different props. This modularity is a key advantage, allowing for rapid prototyping and iteration. For example, you can create a primary button by using specific Tailwind classes like BG Blue 500 Text White, and a secondary button by using classes like BG Gray 500 Text Black. This method provides a straightforward way to manage different styles without duplicating code. This flexibility and reusability are just a few of the reasons why Tailwind CSS and React make such a formidable duo in the world of web development. By combining the strengths of both tools, developers can create highly interactive and visually stunning applications with greater efficiency and less effort. This powerful combination is truly a match made in developer heaven, setting a new standard for modern web development practices.